Hello, it's my Eurovision 2021 Top 39 countdown, place number 19. It's Denmark, Fyr Flamme, Øve Os På Hinanden. Welcome to Matt Loves Eurovision. Please do click on the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and like, share and comment below. So we now reach my 2021 Guilty Pleasure Award. Yes, it's Denmark. I think I'm not alone in this being a guilty pleasure, and in fact my husband, who does all the video editing and the recording, this is his favourite song. Now he tells me that I've placed this far too low, but I insist that this is a high placing. There's just a lot of really good songs that I like. Just to go back to kind of how Denmark selected this song, there was a little bit of controversy around it because last year's winners, Ben and Tan, who I thought they had a great song last year. One of my favourite Danish winners for Danish entries for a long time, and they were in my personal top 10. They were not permitted to return to. They weren't reselected. They said we'd have a national final again, and they were not permitted to enter. They entered a song which actually was pretty decent, but they weren't allowed to enter because I think their broadcaster said, "Oh, it was time to give others a chance" or something along those lines. Anyway, it kind of put a lot of the fandom off, and to be honest, me and many others kind of heard some of the songs. Just like the lyric version of the songs, and hadn't paid that much attention to the Danish national final. And I think this was a little bit of an unexpected winner. I think there was a couple of other songs that people did expect to win. Now, Danish Eurovision entries are kind of stereotypes. Probably quite rightly stereotypes, often being very happy, clappy, up-tempo, frothy, and just songs, and this is very much in that vein. It's very just no great deep meaning. It's just happy and frothy and fun, and Fyr Flamme had said they had deliberately wanted to try and recreate the feeling of those sort of Danish happy dancey songs from the late 70s and 80s, and in that they have indeed created something not just that has a retro feel, but is actually, or could actually have been, probably a Danish entry in the 1980s. And what that also means is that this is the first Danish entry since 1997, since the language rule came in. It's the first Danish entry to be sung in Danish, and I think that is definitely is a good thing. Well, interestingly enough, the last time Denmark sang in Danish also happened to be the last time the UK won at Eurovision. Not sure that's going to happen this year, much as though I like James Newman and his song. So Fyr Flamme they've had a few hits. They had a couple of hits last year. They are a duo, Jesper Groth and Laurits Emanuel. Now, Laurits is the songwriter and the co-composer, but when you look at the video, you'll see that he's not the lead singer. He actually is there on guitar, slightly behind. The lead singer in this song is Jesper Groth, who actually is an actor, and I think, I may be wrong on this, he is a comic actor as well. That all said, what this is just a very fun song, and it's really grown on me, and I think grown on others. I think particularly when I was listening to it, when I was doing walks and listening to it on headphones, just listening to the various tracks, it really got me walking kind of briskly and happily, and it just felt good to listen to. And I think it's that kind of, I think someone else called it the car radio test, is what songs do you enjoy when you're listening to them without kind of anything else surrounding them, watching the video. So how will it do? Who can say? I think is this one. It's been given an interesting position in the running order. It's closing the semi-final. Now those songs finishing that close the semi-finals by and large tend to qualify. Not all of them. I remember Latvia a few years ago with Triana Park, which everyone thought was really good, and then it absolutely bombed with the voting. But more often than not, those songs that are last in the running order in semi-finals do qualify. And I think this will do well. This could well do well. Televotes, if they keep it really cheesy and really play on that kind of the 80s theme, I think that will work well for them. Denmark often, well, certainly in recent years, has overperformed in the televote versus the juries. I'm thinking both in 2018 and 2019, that's the case, and I think that would well be the case this year as well. So, in the event that it gets to the grand final, I have a feeling that the juries will hammer this. It won't get that many points from the juries, but you never know where the televote may bring this. But they'll have a lot of fun on the way, I'm sure. And while I'm here, because this is the Danish entry, I'll give a good shout out to my wonderful Danish friends, Christine and Marina, who came over to London. We met them in Lisbon, they came over to London the year after to party with us there. They're absolutely lovely. And also my lovely friend Dennis as well, who is living in Copenhagen. And hopefully we'll be watching Eurovision as well in a few weeks' time. But we're back again soon. Thank you.